We're turning to an unfolding story out of Duluth this morning where police are investigating a homicide at an apartment complex. Mara Siriani joins us now live from the scene. Mara, police say they were alerted after someone apparently heading to work found this man.
A tragic situation here unfolding. Friends and family members and neighbors waking up to learn what has happened here at the Paramount apartment complex. Gwinnett County Police calling this a suspicious death that they're investigating this morning as a homicide. So as you mentioned, that man on his way to work around 5:30 this morning discovered the body in a grassy area here outside of one of these apartment buildings here at the complex. Now, it's unclear right now whether or not the victim lived here. It's also unclear what type of wounds he has. Unclear if it is if he died as the result of a gunshot or a stabbing wound. That's according to investigators. And also right now there is no word of any arrests in this case. So we're still working to find out more information. Still a lot left to figure out here, but this is an active scene. You see the crime scene tape behind me as investigators are still interviewing witnesses. They're canvassing the area, trying to figure out what exactly transpired, what time this man may have been killed. So as soon as we learn anything new, of course, we'll update you on air and online as well. Christy.
All right, Mara, we'll check back in with you. Thanks a lot.